July 21st, 2006. The thaw is upon us. After the frigid cold of Dominaria's passing ice age, our filthy casuals return to the plane to witness Magic the Gathering's 39th expansion, Coldsnap. As mages on the island of Terra Sierra gather to plunge the world into another age of ice and snow, players around the world will gather to capture the powerful spells emerging from the ice, including Dark Depths, Counterbalance, and Rite of Flame. Will our filthy casuals prove themselves now, or will they be doomed to...
Whoa, wait a sec. If you're looking for a series following professional players, analyzing Magic's vast catalog, and exploring its deep strategic gameplay, this isn't it. But after stumbling through a legacy of history, we're now taking our brand of chaos to new planes as we continue our journey. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection, and of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not modern masters making top 8 at your local game store. We're just some filthy casuals, and this is our Modern Progression series. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we are Filthy Casuals, where Game 2 is always twice the length of Game 1.
Is it?
It was in the last episode.
Okay.
Game 3 is overrated. Stay in Game 2 as long as possible.
Exactly.
That's
yeah,
life advice, actually.
Well, then Game 3 comes and you're like, oh shit, there's no time left on the clock. I just gotta play fast again.
That's right. That's life. That's life.
Yeah.
Colin, we are out of Ravnica, our favorite city of guilds. Sad. You know, where most people would take a vacation to a sunny locale, we've decided, you know, we're smart. We're very smart people, Colin, okay? And believe me, we're gonna get ahead of the curve on this one, because I've got a great vacation destination for you today.
Okay, is it like a tropical island?
Almost. Okay?
Is it like a forest? We can see our little like unga bungas, our little gorillas in the forest hanging out.
There'll be so many gorillas, you won't believe it, okay? So Terra Sierra, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, is this
Never heard of it.
little continent on Dominaria that had an unfortunate mishap with the Brothers' War. You may remember that we definitely were not a part of.
Yeah.
Nobody believes us, but we're not part of it.
I don't remember that, Kieran. What Brothers' War?
Yeah. Whose brothers? What brothers? Unfortunately, that little stint cost them an ice age. Now, though, things are mellowing out, Colin. Things are melting, okay? Coming out of the glaciers. And so, what better time to go in on some beachfront properties and tropical destination locales than something that's gonna thaw? You know, we can live for a long time.
So you're saying I can pack my swimsuits, my towers, you know?
No, not yet. We're gonna go there. We might need a parka, but we're gonna look at the land and see where best to plant our flag. And for that little ramble, yes, we are going to the follow-up of Ice Age, Coldsnap, and Colin, we're going back to Dominaria. Hopefully, not too many people have a chip on their shoulder from the last time we were there.
Hopefully, they don't remember. It's been enough time.
Yeah,
you know?
it's been a couple years at least. Yes, we're gonna go back to Coldsnap today. And Colin, you know what? Before we get into the set, I just want to ask the audience at home: do you like leaving comments? Do you like giving your opinion? Do you like liking videos? Do you like putting a thumbs up? And just to say, we actually have a very special guest today to tell you all about doing what should be done. Take it away.
Who is
interrupting your regularly scheduled subscriber-driving card guest appearance from the future? The other day, I received a very exciting package. For those that don't know, we have a Patreon, link down below. And starting just recently, Tier 2 and Tier 3 patrons get special merch when they sign up for 3 months, which means you should get your rewards on the 4th month. But what are the rewards, I hear you saying? For Tier 2, you sign up for either Team Lang, Team Croft, or the Sarah Acolytes, each of which has their own special sticker reward. Now, I have to admit, I think Patreon might have a bit of a Team Croft slant because all they did was send me the Team Croft sticker. Bam! Look at that. Team Croft in all its glory, whatever glory it could have. There are a lot of fun little Easter eggs in these stickers, and the Team Lang one also has just as many fun Easter eggs. The Sarah team actually gets a special sticker based on our Blitz artwork. You can see that on the thumbnails in the channel. And for tier 3, blammo! Ooh, we got a filthy casuals mug. Woo, you can drink stuff out of it. But you might be thinking, really? Just the logo? Huh? You get a nice little illustration of Colin and I playing Magic on the floor, just like back in the day. And just like the stickers, it has a bunch of little Easter eggs in it as well that I'll let you discover for yourselves. Did I also mention you get access to our Discord channel? You get to hang out with us and deck build when we record Prague, more often than not. Cheers. Wow, what a message. What a message of all time.
Compelling, really. I would trust that person with my life.
They are definitely a person, and they definitely had the right idea. But Colin, let's not make the audience wait any longer. Let's go check out the set known as Coldsnap. Do you want to do the transition today?
Whoa, really?
Yeah, why not?
Wow, this is a lot of power. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Ow! Fuck! Ow! Why did you go so hard, okay? You gotta
sorry,
ease in.
I was a little
ease out.
excited.
Ease in.
A little excited. I don't get to
Ease
do
out.
that often. Okay.
All right, Colin, you know what? That was a little harsh. You know, it didn't work out. Okay, give us a nice slow in, slow out, all right? Let's try that again.
Slow in,
Yeah.
slow out.
Whoa, there we go. All right, we're here with Coldsnap. This is a big set. Actually, no, it's a small set. I lied. It's 155 cards. But it does have some pretty cool cards. First of all, the first thing to get into is this little icon here on cover of winter here. That is a snow mana. And what that means is that it can be paid with one or more snow permanents. I'm pretty sure that any snow land can pay for that. So I think just to make this episode spicy, we will be allowing any amount of snow lands into the collection now. So where it makes sense. Yeah, maybe one of us will do some snow tech this episode. We'll have to see.
True.
But you know, I'm not super familiar with Coldsnap. I was playing during this time, but it came out in a weird time and I never really got too much into it. I did open some Coldsnap packs, and I do recognize some cards here. Allosaurus Rider was quite an expensive card for quite some time because you can remove 2 green cards in your hand to cast it for free. Pretty good if you can get it out early enough, I suppose. Arkham Dagson, very, very strong artifact card. 4 mana, 2/2, tap it. You sacrifice an artifact or make any player sacrifice an artifact, and then they get search library for any non-creature artifact and put it into play. Sorry, sacrifice an artifact creature to get any non-artifact. So for example, you could sacrifice a Mire and go get Darksteel Forge for free.
Which is pretty nuts.
It's pretty good. Following the cycle of Allosaurus Rider, we have Commandeer. Exile 2 blue cards in your hand from the game to gain control of a non-creature spell. You gotta choose new targets for it. That's pretty cool.
Below it too, there's Fury of the Horde, which is the red version, giving extra combat.
Yeah, extra combat. Dark Depths is a very, very interesting card that if we get multiple copies of might end up being combo-tastic. Dark Depths enters with 10 ice counters on it. It's a legendary snowland. You pay 3 mana to remove an ice counter, and you might be like, I have to pay 30 mana to get all the ice counters off of it. Well, when you do, and it has no ice counters on it, you sacrifice it, and if you do, you get an indestructible 20/20 black avatar creature with flying.
That's as much health as we start with.
That's right. Yes, very scary. And so what people do with Dark Depths is, you know, nobody wants to play Magic fairly. And so what you can do is find ways to remove the counters faster, find a way to copy Dark Depths, because if you copy Dark Depths, it becomes a legendary snowland. You can only have 1 legendary, so you sacrifice the one with counters, you keep the one without counters. Suddenly, it doesn't have any ice counters on it, so you sacrifice it and you get the creature immediately. There's tons of like weird, quirky cards in this set, and as we get into the next block after the set, we're gonna see lots of quirky cards. But yeah, it's really hard to kind of go over all of them because there's just so many weird things. Like Hakon is like a weird zombie knight you can play from your graveyard, and I'm pretty sure you can only play it from your graveyard. That's kind of weird. There's a new mechanic here called Recover, which I completely forgot about. It's on Garza's Assassin here, and it says Recover, pay half your life rounded up. Whenever another creature is put in your graveyard from play, you may pay half your life rounded up. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Otherwise, remove this card from the game. So you have to pay half your life to get it back. Yeah, I don't know if it's good, but it is a new mechanic. Cumulative Upkeep is back, so we're gonna have, you know, paying extra mana every turn to keep things going or keep things alive. And you get like weird quirky stuff like Lovisa Cold Eyes, who gives barbarians, warriors, and berserkers +2/+2 and haste.
kind of insane.
Yeah, like if we have those in our collection, I suppose that could be good. Panglacial Worm.
7 mana 9/5 trample, but you can play it from your library while you're searching your library.
Yeah.
Again, very weird, but actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, think about it this way. If you played Tooth and Nail and you had enough, I mean, if you had like 14 mana, but if you played Tooth and Nail.
It's expensive, you know?
Yeah,
it's still like a 7 mana card, and then how much does a tutor cost?
Well, I guess you could,
4?
if we had Worldly Tutor still, for example, you could play this from your deck for 8 mana.
Yeah.
And you still get the tutor, because the tutor doesn't have to go for the Panglacial Worm.
Exactly, which is like quite powerful. But
Yeah.
depends how many tutors you got. Unfortunately, a lot of them have been banned.
Phyrexian Etchings, I think, is pretty good. 3 mana enchantment. End of your turn, draw a card for each age counter on it. Once put into a graveyard, you lose 2 life for each age counter on it. So it's a little risk reward, but you get to draw lots of cards. Phyrexian Soul Gorger, 3 mana, 8/8. But cumulative
like it's
upkeep,
iconic.
sacrifice a creature.
It might be the most iconic card from this set, from my memory. At least.
Yeah, it has very iconic art for sure. And their snow is now a type. So we have snow creatures, snow lands, all sorts of stuff. Sunscour is a really good board wipe. You can remove you can exile 2 white cards from your hand and basically destroy all creatures without paying the mana cost.
Force of Will board wipe.
Yeah, 2 cards instead of 1, but yeah.
Yeah.
We got Thrumming Stone, which introduces another new mechanic called Ripple, which hasn't seen a ton of play, but when it does see play, it's usually very funny. Thrumming Stone's 5 mana, spells you control have Ripple 4, and Ripple means when you cast the spell, you get to reveal the top X cards, which is the Ripple amount, so in this case 4, and play any revealed cards with the same name as the spell you cast. So if you had a Raging Goblin, you played Raging Goblin, you look at the top 4 cards, you can cast all the Raging Goblins. Actually, it'd be pretty good with Goblin, what is it, Recruiter? It lets you stack your deck or whatever.
Yeah. Anything that could get the order of your deck sorted. It's an interesting card. It's like, because like if you lightning bolt somebody, that could go from 3 to 12 damage.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
For like a mana.
Yeah. I mean, the downside, it's a 5 mana artifact, but that does
it's
nothing.
not coming out fast.
Yeah. And but this card's very famously used in decks that take advantage of cards that you can play more than 1 copy of in your deck. I don't think we've seen any in progression yet, but there are some cards later where you can put as many of them in as you want. Oh no, I think we saw Ravenous Rats. I think we've seen Ravenous Rats.
Yeah.
And we might see another one in this set too, but basically those decks, you have 20 Ravenous Rats, chances are in the top 4 you're going to see a Ravenous Rats when you cast Ravenous
You're
Rats.
gonna hit some rats.
Yes, hit some rats.
Rats on rats.
We are the rats. Zur the Enchanter, very strong legendary creature, 4 mana, 1/4. When it attacks, you get to search your library for an enchantment card of 3 or less and put it into the battlefield immediately.
Enchantments, you say?
Enchantments. Now, funny enough though, I'm no longer in black, so I'd have to
got a
mana potion.
I know it's sitting there.
Hey, if I opened 2 or more Zur the Enchanters, I would be very tempted. Be very tempted. Oh, we got a very ubiquitous card for Modern, and I think maybe even Legacy and Vintage. Mishra's Bauble, 0 mana artifact, and you sacrifice it to look at the top card of an opponent's library, and then you get to draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. So it's basically a free cantripy artifact where you can play it for 0 mana, maybe get some artifact or sacrifice synergy, and then draw a card, and you're not really losing any value. So it can kind of go in your deck as a 4 of, and not really, unless you're playing a really, really fast deck, not really slow you down. Again, I'm not super...
I remember Drillknock.
Where? Oh. Yeah. Yeti Mutant.
What a looker.
Well, the whole thing was this whole plane is like defrosting, so like things are coming out of the ice. I think that was like, that was the vibe. Oh, I do see a card that is very interesting. Skred is part of a deck called Skred Red. And Skred Red was a deck, I remember foil copies of Skred went up to like, I think it was like 15, 20 bucks or something. Because Skred is a 1 mana instant that deals damage to a creature equal the number of snow permanents you control.
Right.
And so if you're playing all snow lands, then you can do a lot of mana damage with Skred. It doesn't hit players though. I think the combo was you hit a creature that said whenever it took damage, you deal that much damage to another creature or player.
Like the brawler goblin guy or whatever.
Yeah, that was out much
Daunted
later,
or
but I think
whatever.
there might have been one with maybe a doll, stuffy doll or something. I don't remember. Somebody let us know down in the comments. Skred Red was the combo there, but I do know that this card actually sees play. Maybe even in like Vintage Legacy. Like I might be misspeaking, but I'm pretty sure it's like a weirdly, uniquely good card. And yeah, that is Cold Snap, you know, snap your fingers and you're already at the end. There's I'm sure there's more here that we're missing because it is a weird set, and there's probably a lot of like weird stuff with like the snow synergies that we might be interested in building around. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes here. Colin, you are at 3 wins, I think, to my 1 now. And so I'm still fighting to win the season outright. So
you're still going as hard as you can.
I'm still clawing my way in. Yeah, like I can't stop. Like my momentum must carry forward. And I believe we only have 3 episodes after this one. So I need to, or I should say not only 3, I still have 3 episodes after this. So I have to win 4 in a row to win this whole season. Otherwise we're playing for ties, so.
It's true. I mean, you got a nasty deck in that enchantment one, and I think there's a lot of cards now in this set and coming up that make your other decks a lot stronger too. So I'm curious to see how it shakes down.
It is true. Maybe we'll go back to Rakdos. Maybe I'll open up the Trick-or-Tron. Who's to say?
Trick-or-Tron. Maybe you'll get enough Zur enchanters that you never play another deck ever again.
Yeah, I just swapped right into Esper colors. But Colin, you got the Wheel of Fortune because you lost. I'm hoping I can luck out on the Wheel of Victory and get the Mythic Deck Wild Box, whatever the hell thing you spun twice in a row. Because yeah, I would love to get an extra card in my deck. Yeah, let's jump into the wheels, and I will catch you on the other side of that. Best of luck with your pack openings.
You too, sir. All right, so last time, unfortunately, we lost to Kurin, giving him a foothold in this series instead of potentially winning it outright, but that's okay because we get our recompense in the Wheel of Fortune. So let's give it a quick spin and see what we can get going into Coldsnap. One loss, 1 click. What do we get? Goblin Merchant. Wow, it's fate, you know? It's always got to be the goblins. They always got our backs. So Goblin Merchant, we're going to open, or I guess not necessarily open, but we're going to talk to our good friend, the Goblin Merchant, and see what he has for us. Now we can spend 2 packs per card to keep them in, and that's Coldsnap packs. So I'll be opening less packs depending on if I want these cards or not. So let's take a look at the first one here. We have Winds of Change. What is this? It's 1 mana sorcery. Each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her library, then draws a new hand with as many cards he or she had before. Wow, I don't even remember this card. I guess, what was it opened in? 5th edition. Oh, it's a portal card? Yeah, portal card. Cool. Leaning no. But let's see what else we got. Got a Magma Sliver, 4 mana, 3/3. All slivers have target sliver gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of slivers in play. So kind of like Fire Breath, but sliver Fire Breath. I'm not compelled necessarily out the gate. I feel like slivers is very much Kurin's things, even though we have like 2 sliver overlords. But we don't really have the tech to support this, so I don't know if it's worth 2 Coldsnap packs. All right, last one is Thieves Auction. We're going 7 mana. Set aside all cards in play, starting with you. Each player chooses one of the cards set aside and puts it into play, tapped under his or her control. Repeat this process until all those cards have been chosen. Oh my god, it's like a chaos card. It sounds really fun, but we don't really have a deck right now that this would work in. And I don't know if it's worth stashing it for later. It is 7 mana, and I guess this card only really works if you are like intentionally having a worse board state than your opponent. I don't know, it seems really fun. Again, not really compelled to it. It seems like it's a Mercadian Masks card. Not the vibe. I'm sorry, good Goblin Merchant, but I don't think we're going to procure any of your goods today. That being said, let's go hop into our Coldsnap packs, and hopefully it's a little more kind. Maybe not kind, but hopefully the selection is a little more usable than these 3 cards. All right, I'll see you guys in the pack opening.
All right, Filthy Casuals fans, we are here on the Victor's Wheel. No gaffes in the last episode, which is nice, and I'm happy to spin on this. You know, Deck Box Plus would be very exciting because we could make a 4th deck if we wanted to, or just have one in the pocket. Though I'm keeping my eye specifically on that Deck Box Mythic Plus that Colin spun twice in a row, because that would be sick for our enchantment deck. But to be honest, the tutors would be great too. So let's not make you wait any longer. Let's give it a good number of spins and hope for the best. Please, come on, give us something good. Give us something good. Give us something good. Ooh. Okay. Worldly Tutor, very good. So Worldly Tutor is going to allow us to see 3 cards, and we get to keep one of them and put it into our collection. It's just a straight bonus. We don't have to pay for anything. We just get a card, and these are going to be creatures because it is the Worldly Tutor. Let's go see what the Worldly Tutor has in store for us today. All right, we are here with the Worldly Tutor. Thank you for joining us today, and we are going to see 3 creature cards that we can choose to add to our collection today. The way that we kind of sorted these cards out is that it is random, but it does have a higher price, so we should see some bangers. So let's not wait any longer. Worldly Tutor, reveal unto us your first creature card. All right, our first card here, Gaia's Herald, 2 mana, 1/1. Creature spells can't be countered. You know, it's a pretty good card. I think it's better in the sideboard against decks that are going to be countering us, but it is a pretty sick card. This would be really good in Commander. Let's see what creature number 2 is going to be. Higure the Still Wind. Okay, Colin has a couple copies of this. It is a ninja with ninjutsu 4, and whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you gotta search your library for a ninja card, reveal, and put in your hand. I'm not super hot on this just because I never really played ninjas, so hopefully card number 3 will be something we can actually play in a deck that we currently have. All right, card number 3, what is it? Undead War Chief. Very interesting. 4 mana, 1/1. Zombies cost 1 less, and zombies get +2/+1 that you control. Very strong zombie card. I do like zombies, but we don't have a ton of zombie support from my understanding. We played zombies like back in alpha beta when we got Zombie Master, I think. So, Undead War Chief, Higure, or Gaia's Herald. You know, I think I've thought about it, and we will be taking the Undead War Chief from the Scourge set, from the Worldly Tutor. Not the best pickup, honestly, but maybe we can brew some zombie strategies in the future. Anyways, let's go jump into the Coldsnap pack openings.
All right, so we left our good friend the Goblin Merchant to be confronted with a zombie knight. What is he? A zombie knight? Zombie warrior? Oh, he is a zombie knight. What do you know? Well, our good friend Hakan, zombie knight, not scary guy at all, is gonna help guide us through these 18 packs. Let's hop right into it and see what we get. All right, first pack, we got here Allosaurus Rider, which is pretty nice. That's the 7 mana, or you can play it by discarding 2 lands, I think. Yeah, remove 2 green cards from your hand from the game rather than paying the 7 mana cost, which isn't terrible. Its power and toughness are equal to the amount of lands +1. So it's actually quite a powerful card. I think we could even see some play in our Bant deck, maybe even the Gruul deck, although the Gruul deck's not really gunning to get a ton of lands into play.
Okay, we are here, 18 packs of Coldsnap. We got that weird knight guy on the cover here. Can only be cast from your graveyard. I don't really know what I'm looking for from Coldsnap. Zur the Enchanter would be cool, but I don't know if we want to pivot out of green with that deck. That said, maybe there's some cool Burny stuff we could throw into the Rakdos deck, or maybe just some Reanimator targets. So if we get any big red or black creatures that make sense there, maybe we could add those in. But let's not wait any longer here. Let's generate the first pack, see what we get. It's loading. Okay, Jester's Scepter. Ugh, a little bit of low quality images here. Sorry, guys. Jester's Scepter is a 3 mana artifact. When it comes into play, remove the top 5 cards of a player's library from the game. They look at those cards as long as they remain removed from the game or exiled. Put a card removed from the game into the owner's graveyard. Counter a spell if it has the same name as that card. Okay, so it's kind of like a weird ripple thing. Not very good. I actually am more excited about Mishra's Bauble. If we can pick up 2, 3, dare I say 4 Mishra's Baubles, that could really help decks like our Atog deck if we wanted to go back into that, or any other sort of Artifact Matters deck. Maybe we can make the Trick or Tron deck care more about artifacts. But yeah, you know, oh, and you know what? We also picked up a Skred. So maybe Skred Red is on the table.
All right, we have our good friend Darian here in our second pack. Also an Earthen Goo, which I'm kind of interested in for the Gruul colors, potentially. I don't know if we talked about Earthen Goo in the set review, but it's a 3 mana 2/2 ooze of Trample. Big love Trample, any card of Trample, and I'm interested in for that Gruul deck. It's a cumulative upkeep of a mountain or a forest, but it gets +1/+1 for each H counter on it. So it is a cumulative upkeep that does scale as well. Could be quite terrifying, especially in a Gruul deck that tends to run out of steam after a little while. We're not really doing a ton with the mana anyways. We just want to see it get bigger and trampling over things.
All right, pack number 2. We got the Fanglacial Worm. I know Colin likes this card quite a bit, but it's fine. I wouldn't mind getting like some more of these cards that care about the number of cards in the graveyard. Rune Snake's pretty good, and then the other one was the red one, I believe. Those are pretty nice, but yeah, nothing else too much in this pack. All right, pack number 3, Scrying Sheets. I do feel like I've seen or heard the name of this card being relevant. Tap for a mana or pay 2, including a snow permanent land mana thing. Look at the top card of your library. If the card is snow, may reveal and put into your hand. So if you're playing a big snow deck, this is pretty good because for 2 mana, you can just basically scry the top of your deck, and if it's a snow land, you get to put it into your hand. So not a bad pickup if we do want to go into snow cards. Rite of Flame is also a cool pickup. I actually also should mention Deathmark's not a bad card in the side deck. If we know that he's playing green and white, and we do know he's in Bant. So pay a black, destroy a green or white creature for 1 mana is very, very strong.
Okay, we got our first Dark Depths. Maybe we make a Dark Depths deck in the future. So I don't know. I would love to see more of them if possible. I also saw Resize in the set review, and honestly, I think it's kind of a sweet card. It's 2 mana instant, +3/+3 until end of turn. So I guess it's like a more expensive giant growth, but you can recover it. So it's like almost always having a giant growth in your hand is kind of sweet. Although the recover is if your creature dies, then you can pay 2 to bring it back to your hand. So maybe it's not worth the hassle, I guess. You're also hoping your creatures die to get it back. So I don't know. Could be an interesting contingency, I suppose.
All right, pack numero 4, Sun Scour is not a bad board wipe. Second Scred, second Rune Snag. You know what? As far as Coldsnap goes, not too bad. All right, pack number 5. Ooh, Darian, King of the Kajeldor. I don't know how to pronounce that. We also got another Rune Snag, which is nice. And you know what? Into the North isn't bad either. 2 mana, search your library for a snow land, put into play tapped and shelf your library. We could go get our scrying sheets with that, which is kind of neat.
Okay, Sunscour, I'll take it, man. Board wipes in this game are good. We also got another Earthen Goo, so maybe it's meant to be. The more Earthen Goos we get, the more likely I'm gonna end up playing them, because you know them rules. Get 4 of a kind. You gotta play it in your deck. Although it's a lot harder to do in this era of Modern Magic when we have set deck boxes, but I'll still try. I'm crazy. Okay, here we go. Zur. Hopefully this means that Kurin's not getting Zur either, because I think that would actually make that enchantment deck borderline unstoppable. Before we move on to, we also have a freaking snowboarding goblin Rime Runner. 3 mana 2/2, can tap him, target creature can't block this turn. You can also give him haste with a good old snow land. I just think it's cool that there's a snowboarding goblin. Can't believe I've never seen this card before. Way to go, little Rime Runner.
All right, next pack. Ooh, Arkham Dagson, nice. Arkham Dagson's incredibly strong. 4 mana, 2/2, and as I said I'm sure this showed up in the set review. Tap it, sack an artifact creature, get any non-artifact creature from your deck. Oh god, if we could get multiple Arkham Dagsons, that would make Trick-or-Tron actually fairly viable. Those booby traps, we could just go searching for those booby traps. That'd be pretty sick. Maybe that's copium, but it would be cool. All right, next pack. More Arkham Dagsons, more Mishra Baubles. Let's see the next pack. Holy shit, we got a fucking foil Arkham and another Darian. Dude, that's sick. That is crazy. I bet you, I need to see how much this foil would be worth. Yeah. TCG player buy foil, $30. $30. We're not going to say no to a $30 rare pick. And a second Darian could be interesting. 6 mana is a lot, but maybe we can do something with them. Very excited. Oh my god, are we playing Trick-or-Tron? Is Trick-or-Tron coming back? Colin would never see it coming. Hey, third Scred.
Okay, so we got 2 Rime Feather Owls now, which is interesting. 7 mana flyer. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of snow permanents in play. So that includes yours and the opponent's, which is quite interesting. It could get quite big if you're playing against a snow deck. You can pay 1 and a snow source island, or snow land, I guess. Snow, whatever. Put an ice counter on target permanent, and then permanents with ice counters on them are snow. So it kind of is creating snow things to make it stronger. For 7 mana, a little steep, but I imagine this card gets out of control pretty quick. We now have 2 of them as well, so maybe something to consider for the Bant deck.
Okay, my heart's racing, palms sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti. Let's do this. Okay, you know what? Second Deathmark is nice. Juniper Order Ranger's not a bad card either. More Into the North's not bad. Orin Viper, I think, is okay. 3 mana, 1/3. Deals combat damage to a creature, destroy it at the end of combat. It's kind of like Death Touch. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get a draw card. So it is a 3 mana, 1/3 snow creature. And when it deals damage, it gets to draw a card. Combat damage specifically. It's not bad. It's not bad. It could be worse. All right, I don't think we're gonna get the third Arkham Dagson. Maybe we could see some more of the cards that we need for playset. I'd love to see a second Mishra's Bauble, honestly. Let's see what we can get here. Of course, we have to pick up at least one Thrumming Stone. This card is a one of, I just can't see us using. It is a very funny meme card, but maybe not very useful for our purposes.
Okay, here we go. Some artifact tech. We're gonna get it sooner or later. Arkham Dagson? Oh god, I don't even remember his name. It is, yeah, Dagson. Mr. Dagson himself, which is the one we did in the set review. 4 mana, 2/2, target artifact creature's controller sacrifices it, and that player may search his or her library for a non-creature artifact card, put it into play, then shuffle his or her library. Seems pretty good. I don't know if we have much artifact tech right now, so I'm not too worried about it, but hopefully this also means Kieran's not getting it for his Trickertron. Oh, nice. Okay, we got another shape of Wittigo, but we also got a Mishra's Bauble. I think I saw one earlier as well, so that's up to 2 now. It's kind of nice to stockpile those because they could be good in a pinch and down the road.
I think we might actually have 2 packs here. Hey, Zur the Enchanter, the one and only. Holy shit, that's really tough because I really don't think we want to add black to the enchantment deck right now. But Zur is like the premier enchantment guy. Like, yeah, if Colin doesn't remove Zur the Enchanter, the game's over. He has to remove Zur in like a turn or 2, or else like I get 2 free, 1, 2, 3 free enchantments. Like it gets insane very quickly. So it is something that I do have to consider.
Oh, this is an interesting rare to pick up. So Braid of Fire is a 2 mana red enchantment with a cumulative upkeep of add a red mana to your mana pool. So I'm not too sure when Mana Burn like fully took effect. So basically Mana Burn used to be if you had extra mana, you didn't use it, it would deal damage to you. But now that doesn't really exist anymore. So this is kind of a pretty big upside ramp card in red. Could potentially be interesting in our Gruul deck. Also, if we were running goblins and other stuff, it's good like Fireball Father or Expel Fodder if the game goes on for long. It's also just, yeah, I don't know. So it does ramp up too. So first turn you get 1 red, second turn you get 2 red, 3 red, 4 red. So I don't know, it's kind of like almost playing a second land every turn if you sacrifice your turn 2, which in red is sometimes hard because you want to play fast, generally speaking, with that color. I don't know, it's an interesting card to pick up. I'm curious how we can implement it. All right, and that wraps up our pack openings for Coldsnap. I think it's okay. I don't know. It's like we got some weird ones. We got some useful cards. I don't know if it's gonna shape or inspire a new deck out of this because we still have 1 free deck slot left. But I think that it's definitely worth pouring over some of it. I do think we got some pretty solid upgrades for Bant, maybe more so than Gruul. But again, I'm gonna have to disseminate this and like see what's going on and see what we can really get away with. One regret though, no pan glacial worms. I think those would have been freaking sweet for the Bant deck, but I will take an Allosaurus Rider because we like dinosaurs. Even though this isn't a dinosaur, it's an elf warrior. What's up with that? Is dinosaur not a type yet? I don't know. Anyways, see you on the other side. We'll have a sweet deck. Hopefully we can crush Kieran's dreams.
Okay, I think this is our last pack. Third Arkham Dagson would be fucking phenomenal. Second Mishra's Bauble would be very nice. A second Zur the Enchanter would be interesting. What do we get? Holy shit. We actually got the second Zur. Oh my god. All right. I mean, this was an above average pack opening, I think. I wouldn't say it's phenomenal, but it was above average for sure. 2 Zur the Enchanters, 2 Arkham Dagsons, 2 Darians. Even looking at our uncommons, 3 Death Marks. I wish we had gotten more Mishra's Baubles, but if we win today's episode, we might have an opportunity to pick up a few more of those if we do play it in a deck and we do win and we do spin the wheel. That's maybe a lot of ifs, but we got 4 Rune Snags, 4 Screds, very strong. Honestly, I can't complain, and I don't know if we're going to be going back to Trickertron today. 2 Arkhams is nice. I don't know if it's quite enough, but maybe. 2 Zur the Enchanter is very tempting to, at the very least, splash a 4th color into our enchantment deck, which is possible because we do have Utopia Sprawls, so it is possible. I'm gonna have to think on this one. I'm gonna go talk to some patrons and see if they can help me out of this tight situation in terms of deck building. I'll catch you guys in the deck techs.
All right, so we're bringing back one of our existing decks, and it is going to be our Gruul Stomp Stomp. There's a few tech changes we did, nothing too drastic. I feel like Coldsnap, we got some good pulls, but they weren't necessarily good for the decks we had. That being said, I also don't think they stood enough on their own to make a new deck out of them. So we're running with our tried and true Gruul Stompy strategy. Gonna try to go a little faster at Kurin this time, and we'll see what he does. Just a quick recap on the deck itself. It's basically leaning a lot on Laonar Elves, Kurd Apes, and Scab Clan Maulers for that early game. The ideal is we get a Kurd Ape out into a Scab Clan Mauler so we can bloodthirst the Scab Clan Mauler and really put a lot of pressure on. Laonar Elves is just there as another option to maybe ramp out more small dinky creatures. Eventually getting us to our mid-game plan, which relies a lot on Blastoderms, which are 4 mana 5/5 faders, fading 3. Can't be target spells or abilities, so hopefully that sticks to a point where it's causing Kurin a lot of problem where he's either inefficiently trading into them because of their little stat boost or they're chipping away at his health. We also have the Deranged Hermit play. We have 3 of them now, so that's another strong mid-game option for us. And then later into the game, we have our big bad Borborygamos, as well as our Sylvos Rogue Elemental being our big stompy tramplers to hopefully finish the game. We transitioned a bit more into some spell slinging for this as well. So along with Lightning Bolts, we now have Balduvian Rages, which is our Coldsnap edition, which is 1 red and X. Target attacking creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn, and then you get to draw a card at the beginning of your next turn's upkeep. So a little cycling in there and a little juice if we can get in. We can make it sting a little more once we get to the later mana stages. We also added some fireballs because last time we played, we were hurting for some finishers if our creatures do get beat on the board. So it just gives us another option in that late game. Besides that, we just have our kind of typical creeping molds, suss it out, kind of cover all our bases. We have Kodama's Reach to help us boost up a little bit for some better fireballs and get Borborygamos out there a little quicker. For card draw, besides Balduvian Rage, we're leaning into the Skull Clamps. And as well, we just got to play the Mox Ruby because it's probably going to get banned and it's a Mox Ruby. Sideboard, we did swap some stuff out as well, but maybe we'll get into that as the games progress and see if we can swing some things in to combat Kurin's strategies. All right, well, I'm going to ready up here and we'll see what Kurin has in store for us this time. He did say he was going to retool a deck potentially, so I'm curious to see, is it Trickertron, is it the Rakdos deck? Both can punch fast and hard. Hopefully we can put some pressure on him to at least force him to make some decisions he might not want to make.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, we are back with deck tech season. I don't know what I'm doing, but we are back with a deck and we are ready to kick Colin's ass today. Will it be Banchantress? Will it be Hellbent Gravedigger? Will it be Trickertron? I will say multiple of the decks were tempting today, but thanks to our patron Matt, who helps me build this bit of a redux of a classic staple, we are going back to, wait for it, Hellbent Gravedigger. And today we see Avatar of Discard, the new card we opened in Dissension. It's going to hopefully bring us victory. We basically took the deck as it was, which was kind of this explosive, big dragon-y sort of deck, and we've remuxed it into a sort of low to mid-range reanimator package deck. So top to bottom, we got our Skull Clamps for card draw, bringing in the Avatar of Discords. Hopefully he doesn't have Lightning Bolt, fingers crossed. 5/3 flyers that you just discard 2 cards to play. We got 4 Festering Goblins, which are just our 1 mana 1-drops that are going, our 1 mana 1-drops, our 1 mana 1/1 1-drops. When they go to the graveyard, you give a creature -1/-1, so they can destroy creatures with toughness 2 or less, take out multiple things potentially, and they're just nice little reanimator targets. Golgari Thugs, brand new in the deck, 2 mana 1/1s with dredge 4. When it's put into a graveyard from play, you get a target creature in your graveyard to put on top of your library, which is also very nice. We also have Grim Lavamancer, which is a 1 mana 1/1. Remove 2 cards in your graveyard from the game to do 2 damage to any target. We still got our Masticores, but we cut down to 2 Razormanes and 2 Masticores. You know, Razormanes we had 3 of, but they were 5 mana, kind of our top end, so we cut one of them. 3 Necrotals, which enter destroying non-artifact, non-black cards. Neither of his deck have black, so they should be good. 4 Phyrexian Phyrexian Ragers enter to draw cards. And lastly, a Stink Medium, put Dredge 5 and Death Touch. We're bringing in the Phyrexian Arena since we're hoping to stay a little lower to the ground and get some card draw advantage. Corpse Dances here. We did cut the Necromancies because they were 3-mana reanimations, which only made sense when we were playing big funguses in the graveyard, and we're not doing that anymore. We're running 4 Lightning Bolts now to just get a little bit more removal alongside our Terminate. And we still have our 3 Exhumes because I think we can get more value from this than Colin, especially if we're bringing back a Necrotol and he's bringing back something we can kill that with Exhume. Unearth can bring back things that cost 3 or less, which is a lot better now that we have a lot of more things that are 3 or less. We still have our Night Whispers for card draw, and our Reanimate will hurt us a lot less now that we're not running 7 and 8 drops. In our sideboard, kind of tough to sideboard because, I mean, we have the Death Marks, which target green and white. We have Pyroclasms for his Deranged Hermit stuff, and Red Elemental Blast, maybe. Blood Moon, maybe. We got Avalanche Riders and Sinkholes if we want to destroy some lands. But we did bring back the Engineered Plague against the Deranged Hermits and Squirrels and Elves and all that good stuff. We have Bereavement, which is 2 mana, and whenever a green creature is put into a graveyard, they have to discard a card. Very cool. Nature's Ruin, 3 mana, destroy all green creatures. Could be spicy, depending on what he plays. We definitely took in some anti-green hate, so hopefully he's not on a brand new deck. We're going in fierce, we're going in hot. Wish me luck. I'm ready. Pop, 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 pop. Snapping. We're snapping. We're snapping. We're cold. We're cold. We're snapping. We're improv dance. We're snold capping.
Okay.
We're snold capping. No cap, you know?
Okay. Kieran.
What's up?
I have a bet for you.
You have a bet for me?
Yeah.
Ooh, I love gambling.
Do you want this? The bet will be who goes first. And
okay.
You just have to guess what is to my right of me right now.
You have a Zevia to your right of you right now.
No, I do not.
Oh no. Wait, are we betting for who goes first?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know. Okay, what is it? I was never gonna guess a toucan.
You accepted the bet.
All right, you go first, I guess. Damn.
Got him.
You got me. How was your cold snap pulls?
They were interesting. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of good cards in that set, but sometimes it's like you get a good card, but you're like, how can you implement it, you know? So I had some hurdles figuring that out.
Fair. I did open 3 rares with 2 copies each, and 2 of those rares were relevant. So
So you got some heat is what I'm hearing.
I got an above average pull, I would say. It was pretty good.
I feel like mine was fine. Maybe not good for existing decks, so new decks maybe had to be thought about.
Okay, well, let's see if you brought those new decks. The clock has started, but before we get going, a big shout out to our patrons, B-Series and Max Gunter. Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Colin, let's get to it here. There's no time like the present, so let's shuffle up and draw our 12 cards.
Now that I've stolen first turn from you.
Now that you've
With my
illegally
tricks.
stolen. That's right. How did I only draw 2 lands for 12 cards?
Whoa, yeah, what? How?
All right, I'm gonna be putting these 5 back on top of my deck. It's just too expensive for a 2 land hand. So we're gonna keep the stuff that can actually be played and hope that we can draw into a 3rd land. Ugh, hopefully don't get too punished here. Shuffle the deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling these 5 back for pretty obvious reasons, and hope that everything will be okay as well.
All right, Mr. Croft.
All right.
Start her off.
I do have a turn 1 play.
Ooh, okay.
Forest. No,
Blauner else? Okay, he's
That's
back on
turn.
ban. So lazy boy didn't want to do too much work.
My brain.
All right.
Not my brain.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main one, never punished. You know what? Let's go back to basics here. Let's see if we can get the rematch here. I'm gonna, well, not the rematch. I guess technically a rematch, but not from last episode. I'm gonna play a swamp.
Ooh,
And,
Rakdos or enchant.
Or I'm gonna play Festering Goblin.
Oh, okay. I mean, R.I.P. Valinor Elves. Or
That's
no,
what he
when
put
it's
into a graveyard.
dies,
What he's put
okay.
into a graveyard, yeah.
Gotcha,
I'll
gotcha.
pass to you.
Wow, untap, upkeep, draw. What have you done to my goblins, Kieran?
I know.
You know what? I think
What?
I'm just gonna do this to prove you wrong. I'm gonna play a mountain.
Oh, okay. Fair
And then
play,
I'm gonna
fair play.
Play 3, play Kodama's Reach.
Oh my god, alright. This isn't good, guys. This isn't good. Hold on for dear life.
And we'll get a mountain and a forest.
Okay.
And then one's in tap and one's in hand, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Always got to double check these days. And I'll
Okay.
say goodbye to that one or else, potentially.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Not bad. You know what, Colin? I liked your play so much, I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to play a mountain.
Okay, I was like, Kodama's Reach? What?
Yeah, Kodama's Reach. Going to tap 2 and cast Golgari Thug.
Whoa.
2 mana, 1/1. When it's put into a graveyard from play, put a creature on top of my library and then dredge 4.
Dredging.
And I'm going to go to combat and swing for 1.
I'll take the 1. It's an interesting matchup, actually.
We'll see how it goes. I'll pass to you.
Keep draw. Main 1. I think we want to play a
I see neither of us are playing snow-covered lands.
I know, yeah, we're both like, ah, fuck it. I'll pay 1 to play Skull Clamp. Now the question is, do I kill my elf?
That's a big risk. I mean, you have 4 mana. Maybe it's not a risk.
I'm gonna do it. Question is, what do I want up? I'll probably keep a mountain up. So I'll clamp the elf.
Clamp the elf.
Clamp the elf. He'll die.
Yeah.
I'll draw a card.
Yep.
Excellent. I'll pass turn there.
Okay. Untap.
I think that was the
Upkeep.
right play now.
I hope so. Draw, main 1. I'll play a swamp. I'm gonna pay, you know what, let's just keep the pressure up. I'm gonna pay 3 and cast Phyrexian Rager.
Okay.
2/2. When it enters, draw a card and lose a life. I would draw a card.
Interesting.
Not as good against this deck, I think, but that's okay. We'll go to combat here and I'll swing for 2.
2.
All right.
The
We're winning the
irony-
aggro battle.
The irony of this Golgari deck not winning the early game is heavy.
Golgari.
Or Gruul, sorry. yeah.
Wait. Pass.
Gruul. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Technically haven't seen a red card, so.
All right, well, I will continue playing lands. Skarg, the Rage Pits.
Skarg.
And then I will
Okay.
pay 5 mana to play fan favorite, Deranged Hermit.
Oh, okay, sure.
And his Scroll Army. And then I'll pass turn there.
Okay. Sing. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. It's not bad.
You know you got some good board wipes for this. Let's see if you got it.
Guess we'll go combat.
Mhm.
Just swing with the team.
I'll use the squirrels to block.
I will respond by bolting your hermit.
Okay.
Fare thee well, hermit. You shall not be missed.
4 squirrels.
Yeah.
I guess you can wipe the squirrels out now, hey?
Yeah, so this will kill your squirrel. The Phyrexian Rager will kill the squirrel. Golgari Thug and Festering Goblin will trade, and then I'll -1 the last guy.
Rip squirrels.
And was put in your graveyard, put target creature card in your graveyard on top of your library. Okay, you know, Colin and I, we're not very smart, and so we don't know the game. We don't know how to play this game. We never have.
Yeah.
Golgari Thug says when it is put into a graveyard and play, you must put a creature card in your graveyard on top of your library. If there's no other targets, you would have to put the Golgari Thug on top. In this case, Festering Goblin is there, so I would put Festering Goblin on top of my graveyard.
Okay.
Or put on top of my deck, on top of my graveyard.
Yeah.
Cool, that worked out pretty well. I think cut your Skull Clamp out from under you. Unfortunately, this card gets a lot worse with that in grave. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to pass.
Okie dokie. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Hey, no echo cost. I saved you 5 mana.
I
Colin.
know. It's kind of nice,
What a
actually.
homie move.
I wasn't really wanting to play it. I will play a forest.
God, Bori out next turn. Scary times.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have a play because it doesn't make sense to do that
Really?
right now. Which is pretty
Really?
rough, but I'm missing my 6 drop, so I'll pass turn to you.
That's wild to me. All right. I mean, I have 3 mana, so I guess we're both kind of
Yeah.
getting kicked. Untap, upkeep, draw step.
Draw step.
Do
Pausing
I
on
wish-
your upkeep.
I could
Oh, you could
dredge.
dredge, right.
It's in
I
my
got some
deck.
Tormod Crypts on my sideboard.
Yeah. Sure, I will dredge. Why not? So I'll bring Golgari Thug back from my graveyard to my hand, and I will mill 4. Top of library, move 4 cards to group. Okay, milled
Necrotal.
Lightning.
Necrotal.
1, 2, 3. I only mill. Oh, and a swamp, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Necrotal,
don't like that.
Festering Goblin, and draw the Thug. Go to main 1. There's no way you don't have an answer for this. Fuck it. Pay 3 mana and cast a new card at 2 copies. Avatar of Discord.
Oh, wow.
We just happen to be on Discord right now.
Wow.
Unfortunately for me, it has 3 toughness. So if you have Lightning Bolt, I'm kind of SOL. But I have to discard 2 cards when it enters the battlefield. So I will discard a Golgari Thug. And I guess discard Masticore?
Oh, interesting.
Hang on, maybe I won't do that. Yeah, I'll discard Exhume. So I feel like Exhume, I don't want you getting back Deranged Hermit. Bad. So we'll put those in there.
Okay.
Now you know I have a Masticore, so there you go, information lost.
Wow.
We'll go to combat and I'll swing with 2.
I'll take the 2. I really wish I had a play last turn.
I'll pass to you.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. I mean, I suppose this is also fine.
Doesn't have the Lightning Bolt. He doesn't have the Lightning Bolt. Interesting. That's my read, at least.
It's not a Lightning
What
Bolt,
do you have in your hand?
but it is a Bor Gamos.
Oh, God. All right. Fair.
Interesting to see how you deal with it. Just hoping you don't have like a Necrotal in your hand or something.
But, you know, I have a Masticore, but I don't have enough damage to put into
I was gonna
that
say,
thing.
yeah, Masticore could. I mean, I don't know. Stranger things have happened. I'll pass.
Is this a base race now?
I
Just a base
guess.
race? Good old-fashioned base race?
Good old-fashioned base race.
All right. Untap, upkeep. Do I dredge?
Get your
No, I think I'm
Golgari
good.
Thug back.
I think I'm good. I'm good at draw.
I'm surprised you
main
put the
one.
Golgari Thug in your graveyard. I'm curious. As to
Well, because I
that
wanted,
decision.
you know, it just keeps dredging. It just keeps dredging.
Yeah, but if it goes from play, you get the Necrotal, and the Necrotal kills Bor Gamos.
No, because when it dies, it goes to the top of my. It goes to the top of my library. I put the creature on top.
Yeah.
So I'd have to get a 4th mana to play the Necrotal.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. This is why you're the
sorry.
smart one. I'm the Bor Gamos player.
Yet I'm the one who's losing. So.
Hey, you're winning right now.
Oh, this game. I mean the series, this season. How big of a risk is that? Sure. Let's try the risky line. It's a risky line.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna pay 2 mana and cast Exhume.
Wow. Interesting.
So each of us choose a creature, puts it back in the battlefield.
I mean, I don't
I
have
am
much choice, really. I mean, I guess I could.
We
get
could pick
Loud
Lowenor Elves. You could do Lowenor Elves. I'm gonna grab
No
Necrotal.
shot. Yeah.
And Necrotal, I'll blow up Bori.
Not a squirrel.
No.
That's probably a good play.
And then I will also pay 1 and cast Grim Lavamancer,
Oh,
which is pay 1, remove
Yeah,
2 cards
yeah.
in my graveyard to do 2 damage to any target.
I am familiar.
I'll go to combat here, and I will simply swing with Avatar of Discord.
Totally fair. I'll take the 5.
Gianna, 2-turn clock. I'll pass to you. Fighting for my life out here. I need you to whiff hard.
Untap, upkeep.
Oh, upkeep.
Now I have to echo. That's the
Does he
problem.
do it? Does he do it? I think you have to, right? Like, you have to. You're gonna just leave with 4 1-1? I guess 4 1-1s is just free 4 1-1s.
Yeah, I mean, it gets me draws too, right? That's
Yeah.
the other thing.
To be honest, too, if you don't pay the echo cost, you can start clamping your squirrels, which I didn't think about.
Yeah, it's like free card draws, and then
That's actually kind of fucked up on my part.
it's like the Grim Lavamancer is gonna kill them anyways, right?
Well, the Grim Lavamancer can kill the Deranged Hermit anyways, yeah.
It deals 2 damage to target, so
Yeah.
you could kill squirrels, kill the Rage Hermit. So I think
Yeah.
I am gonna let it die.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Um,
Hopefully it wasn't a mistake.
I'll go to the draw step.
Hopefully it wasn't a mistake.
Okay, I'll play City of Brass.
Okay.
Now this is fucking interesting.
Start sacking squirrels. Keep in mind I can do 7 damage pretty easily.
I know.
What an exciting game from the Rakdos to the Gruul. Colin's locked the fuck in. I'm not distracting him, he's distracting.
This is tough, actually. There's a lot of lines I got.
I know, that's how I felt last turn.
I might have to do that just to... Oh my god. Okay. How much mana do I have?
8, I think.
8. Okay, I'll go to combat and I'm gonna swing with the squirrels. That's the play right now.
Ooh, okay. Well, you can give 1 on +1/+1. Well, I have first strike, so we'll take that. If you want to trade for the Rager, that's fine. I'll block 2.
I think I do trade for the Rager.
Kill 2, you kill mine. I take 2.
Then I'll clamp one of the squirrels on my second man.
Sure.
Oh, fuck. No, this changes everything. Fuck.
You drew another hermit. You drew another hermit and he regrets killing the squirrels.
No.
No? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Take a damage.
Okay.
I'll play Flame Tongue Kavu and blow up your Avatar
Oh.
of Discord.
Fair play. All right. Avatar down.
And
Interesting.
Pass turn.
I feel like we've both made mistakes this game.
I know.
Like heavy mistakes.
Yeah.
But that's the game, I guess. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. It's a pretty good draw. It's actually a very good draw. I'm gonna pay 1 and cast Unearth. Choosing a creature card in my graveyard, cast 3 or less, and put it on battlefield. I will choose the Rager.
Did you take your
lose a
damage
life
from the Rager? Or that's when it comes into play?
When it comes in play, yeah.
Gotcha.
So when it comes in play, I lose 1 and I draw a card. Oh, interesting.
I thought it was on death. But...
And then I will pay... Oh, interesting. Actually, I fucked up. It's okay. I'm gonna have to discard it anyway, so I'm gonna... Oh, actually... Yeah. I'm gonna bolt your Flame Tongue.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna pay 1 and cast a second Unearth. And guess what costs 3 or less? Avatar of Discord.
Yikes.
So good. What a good combo. I do have to discard my hand, and you already know it's a Masticore. So it's gonna go.
Okay.
And we're gonna go combat here, and I'm gonna swing for 3. Yep. Pass to you.
I'm surprised you didn't use the Grim Lavamancer.
No, but then I discard the Lightning Bolt.
Right.
What I should have done is I should have...
Yeah.
I should have brought the Avatar of Discord back first. Oh no, because if I brought the Avatar of Discord back first, I would have discarded my second Unearth.
Yeah.
So I needed to do it in that order, unfortunately.
I think you did it the right way then. Okay. All right. This is a big turn.
Last
This is probably
legs.
it. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
I mean, you got 4 cards in hand with 2 more in the chamber.
Oh god, dang. I'm not in a good spot though. you got the board. I need to get rid of the Avatar if I have any chance. I do have the squirrel, so I can dig a bit if I must. You got 5 damage without the Avatar too.
6 damage, because I can Lavamancer your face.
True.
So yeah, you have to deal with the Avatar and have a blocker.
I think I do clamp the squirrel, because I can't get everything I want right now. Psst, fuck. Oh man.
Didn't you be at 6 cards?
Oh, did I not draw?
I think you just drew 1, right? Yeah, you just drew 1.
Oh, I get... Oh.
You thought Clamp was only 1 card? No call. You gotta draw 2 cards.
That's busted.
That's why this card is busted.
I was not playing the game correctly earlier then.
Oh, did you only draw 1 card last time?
That's okay. I should be deeper in my deck.
You can draw 1 more card. It's fine. Yeah, go do
sure?
it. I'm just double checking here that you didn't. Pointed Skull Clamp to Squirrel Token. Yeah, you just drew 1. Yeah, just draw another card. It's all good.
Okay.
Am I not benevolent?
You are benevolent, because that might
7 cards in hand!
It's fucking nuts. Still not exactly what I need is the funny
That's
part.
why I'm not sure if letting you have the Deranged Hermit was right, because I forgot Skull Clamp was on the field.
Well, I do get my land for turn still. So I'll play Forest.
Oh my god.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I gotta dig because I think I'm still dead. So I'm gonna play Scab Clan Mauler.
Sure. Clamp it.
Yeah, I don't know if this
I'm
gets me
shocked
out of it,
that
though.
you don't have Lightning Bolt. They were running bolts in this deck.
I am.
Oh.
There's 4 of them. I'm trying to find one.
Oh, I see. How unfortunate.
Yeah. I guess I clamp it.
Okay. Scarg Pit.
I think I...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's no way, dude.
Bro, what do I even do now?
Allow one or else clamp Welfs.
No, I think I just concede. That's it right there.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna show you.
Crazy.
the new
Yeah,
stuff.
no, fair. All
That's
right.
nuts though. Almost half my deck.
That's crazy. Doesn't see the 4 of?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Gosh,
Well.
darn. At least I got some sideboard, but this is yeah. Oh, that sucks.
It was an exciting game at least.
It was a good game, but so close.
So close yet so far.
Yeah. All right, good game, sir.
Good game.
Um,
See you on the other side.
See you in the next one. Alright, so I think the last game was a little unfortunate. I feel like we had a line with the creepy mold early on, but just didn't really recognize it. I think I was too scared in saving it for potential Masticore plays later, but we're going to make some minimal changes. We're going to add in 2 Tormod's Crypts. We're actually going to take out a Curried Ape and a Valinor Elves. I feel like if we get early game, we'll be doing much better than last time, but at the same time, I don't think we necessarily need it. The Tormod Crypts are going to do way more work than a Curried Ape or an extra Valinor Elves could. And also, those are the 2 cards that probably fall off the fastest if they're not played within the first few turns. So we're going to run this. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Hopefully we can take it to a game 3. I do feel like this is a pretty decent matchup for us, so hopefully we can take it home.
All right, we picked up game one, maybe because Colin made a few mistakes along the way, but I thought we were cooked when we gave him back the Deranged Hermit. Because of that, I cut 2 Exhumes, I cut a Terminate, a Lightning Bolt, and I cut the Avatars of Discord because he is running 4 Lightning Bolts, and Avatar of Discord is basically a 1 for 3, or a 3 for 1, I guess, with his Lightning Bolt. So I feel like it helped us this game, caught him unawares, and we got lucky, but I don't know if that's going to be the case in game 2. What we did bring in are the 3 Death Marks, because they basically hit all the targets we want them to for 1 mana. Nature's Rune is a powerful card. It destroys all green creatures, so I think that could really catch him up and probably get the game in our favor. Bereavement and Engineered Plague are 2 enchantments too that will basically allow us to play kind of a low to the ground aggro control package in this deck. Bereavement is a enchantment that says when a green creature dies, its controller has to discard a card from their hand. Engineered Plague lets us choose a creature type and give all of those creatures -1. So we can do this on his elves or his squirrels, and anytime he, if his squirrels die, he has to discard cards. That's really good for us. Yeah, I think we can get game 2. Even if we don't, I think we are favored to win this set of games. Guess we'll have to find out. Wish me luck. My sideboard is about to tear you a new one, my friend.
Oh no. There's gonna be so many kill spells. I'm terrified.
We'll see how it goes, but let's just say
Okay.
there's a unifying factor of the 2 decks I know you run that made my sideboarding exceptionally wicked.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm curious to see this tech.
Okay, you're first, and
Man.
best of luck with the hand.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Ugh. Not the best. This is mildly concerning. Maybe it's okay.
Ooh, there's different paths I can take. That's exciting. This rarely happens.
It's like a choose your own adventure. How confident am I to draw another land? Last game I had 3 lands the entire game.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, my misplay last time was not realizing that because I had a creeping mold in my hand, so I could have taken off that mountain real fast.
Oh my god,
But
yeah,
I
you
was
should've
like
done
kind
that.
of, I think in my brain I wasn't paying attention to your lands, and I was more like, oh, there's like a Masticore probably would be a good save for
Right,
that.
and I did kind of like leak that I had a Masticore,
Yeah.
so maybe it
And I
influenced
was
you,
like,
yeah.
I don't really know. This deck's quite a bit different than last time, so.
I accidentally discarded the Masticore on purpose, actually.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm getting rid of these 5 cards. I'm taking things in a bit of a different direction. We'll see if it pays off or not.
I'm gonna play it safe, Team Lang. I'm gonna play it safe and take another land in my hand.
Ooh.
I'm not taking these now, so hopefully that doesn't screw me over, but I'm putting these 5 back on top. Let's hope it works out for me. All right, go for it.
Main 1, we got a turn 1 play, buddy.
Is it Lawanor Elves?
Mountain.
Oh, shit.
Card Ape.
Oh, shit.
Passing turn.
Ape.
Ape strong together.
Oh, God. Tarzan up in here. Untap, upkeep,
It puts
draw
the fur in fury.
every time. I'm gonna play a swamp and unfortunately past you.
Oh, you'll love to see it. Untap, upkeep, draw, main
Got
1.
the aggro start. Don't have a forest.
And play a forest.
Maybe it was too much to wish for.
And then I'll play Lawanor Elves. Go to combat. Here we go, except not with the Lawanor Elves.
Yeah, okay. For 2?
Yeah.
Sure.
Pass turn to you. The tables have turned. The apes have come.
Yeah, no doubt. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, swamp number 2. This is risky, but I have to. Knight's Whisper. Lose 2 life, draw 2 cards.
Oh, you're helping me.
I know.
Thanks,
It's
Kieran.
alright. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh man.
Maybe I should have done that.
Diverging paths, but I think
That
you're
was
gonna
a
have a
mistake.
really tough time dealing with this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare Blastoderm War.
Oh god. Yeah, sure. It has Shroud. It has Shroud! I forgot this guy existed. I'll be completely honest with you.
Then I'll go to combat and swing for 2. So hopefully your sideboard wasn't target spells, and then I'll pass turn to you.
We'll see, I guess. Untap, upkeep. I fucking made the biggest mistake of my life. Draw, main 1, swamp, Phyrexian Rage, or lose a life, draw a card. Pass to you.
He's helping. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. It's the order of operations. I think it's combat first, actually.
I think
this
the
time.
order operations is losing a fade counter, buddy.
Oh, it is. So
Yeah,
swing at you.
I'll block the 5 and take 2.
Makes sense. Second main. This guy
Blood
Clan
Rush.
Mauler's joining the party with some
Yeah,
bloodthirst.
there's a card in my deck that would blow you the fuck out right now.
Well, better kill you before you get it.
Yeah.
And then now I guess I can reveal my secret tech. Do I just go for broke? I think I just, I don't know if I do it or not. I'll play another Eleanor Elves. I'll also play Tormod's Crypt and pass turn.
Tormod's Crypt.
Yeah.
Rude. All right.
You got sideboard, I got sideboard.
Upkeep. If there is a god of magic, I pray to you today. I'm visualizing the card in my head. Please. Draw! No.
Okay, it was a 1 in 47.
1 in 47, yeah. I'll play High Market.
Sick. You can gain a life now.
Could. I'm gonna cast Unearth, targeting the Rager.
Sure.
Oh, he doesn't script me? What the fuck? Okay. Lose a life, draw a card.
Lose your life.
Come on. 1 in 46 chance. I can still cast it. Please. Draw! Oh, I thought it was it for a sec. I had hope for a glimmer. This would have been a nice card to draw. Oh well. The start of my turn, not now.
Mana problems?
I mean, you know what? You just gotta buy time, right? That's the game. That's the name of the game. I'm gonna pay 3 and cast Phyrexian Rager. I'm losing a life and drawing a card. I'll fast you.
Alright.
Oh, I have to discard a card. I'm gonna
Okay.
discard. Sorry, I need a discard.
Oh, yeah.
This is important. I'll discard Necrotol.
Interesting. Okay, draw. Gain 1. Huh.
Buy time, buy time, buy time.
So what, you block the Scab Clan and the Blastoderm and take 4? Unless you like get greedy and go for elves, I guess.
Are you gonna risk losing your only source of mana?
I think I'll lightning bolt one of the Ragers.
Sure. Wow, it doesn't even go for face like a fucking man.
And then I'll swing with the team. If you want to block
The
an elf.
whole team.
If you want to block
I
an
mean, I
elf.
die
You'll
if
die,
I block
so-
an elf. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
3, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
You would have killed me if you had just. No, you wouldn't have, because I
You would have blocked
But
the Scab Clan.
whatever, you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll pass turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, please. Actually, I don't know if it even matters at this point, but please.
Bring back
Draw!
Phyrexian Ragers.
Urborg. Urborg.
Wow.
Dude,
Not my first strike.
I'm so sad. I threw this game so hard. I'm gonna reanimate my Phyrexian Rager.
In response, I'll Tormod's Crypt.
Wow. Couldn't have just let me kill myself, eh? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna cycle Unearth.
Oh.
Oh my, if this is the card, I'm gonna cry. Okay, it wasn't. All right, well, GG.
Ape strong
All right.
together.
Game 3, bitch. All right, I know what to expect. I know what's happening now. I'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
All right, Team Lang, I'm not making any changes to the deck. I completely forgot he has the Shroud guy. We have really no clean way of dealing with that other than just chump blocking and maybe getting the Nature's Ruin. Unfortunately, nothing in our sideboard package deals with Shroud, and so I guess the Avatar of Discord could block it, but he has the Lightning Bolts. It just feels really bad if he plays Blastoderm. We go to block with Avatar, or he attacks and bolts our guy, and then we just take 5. So I don't think I want to go down that path. I think we just need to hope he doesn't get to it. I made a huge mistake last game by not death marking the Lawanor Elves. He was stuck on 3 mana for a long time. I think we could have won the game if I had done that. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. We are going to try to win game 3 here. I think we're going to need a little bit of luck, so wish it to me.
All right, I think game 2 obviously went a lot better, and our strategy actually worked instead of in game 1 where we just had to hold on until we got a board for our Gamos. So I think we're just gonna run it back. The one consideration I was thinking was maybe bringing the Brooding Saurians in, but Kurin's not really stealing my stuff, so I don't think it's necessary. I feel like Blastoderms are just straight up better 4-drops, and like even if he has to spend some like crazy tech to wipe out a Deranged Hermit, he's still spending card per card. So I think I'm gonna keep them in just because they're such big threats and they force Kurin to deal with them. So hopefully we can get like a good start again. That wasn't even the best start I think we could have gotten. Hopefully we can take it home in game 3. Gruul's back, baby. Ape strong together. Hopefully we can carry it out here. Boy, oh boy.
I I completely fucked that game up. I think I would have won if I had made one different play.
It's like my game one, you know?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Tit for
even
tat, I
Even
guess.
Stevens, we're both bad at the
Even
game.
Stevens were both bad at the game. All right, well, I'm drawing my 12 here. Best of luck.
Best of luck to you too, sir.
What is up with these fucking hands, dude? This is brutal. I have 20 lands in my deck, and I am getting like 2 per 12.
That is actually kind of crazy.
A little bit. All right, well, Colin's thinking, I'm going to throw these 5 back. I just don't have the mana for these 2. Obviously, I don't have the mana for any of them, so I'm just going to flip them back on top and hope to God we can draw into a land.
I think I'm actually going to take the more conservative approach with this instead of that guy. So throw these back, see what happens.
Okay. As soon as you said I'm taking the more conservative approach, I was just like, yes, please, I need the more conservative approach. Don't go for the balls to the wall aggro approach. It'll just destroy me. All right. Untap, upkeep, main, throw down. You know what? Let's be fancy. I'll throw down Urborg.
Wow.
And I'm going to throw down a Skull Clamp.
Wow.
I'm going to pass to you.
The patented skull clamp.
Patented Skull Clamp, TM, from Lang Industries.
Well, I'm going to go the road I always go and
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Boring boy. All right, untap, upkeep, draw.
It's just
Main
so
one.
good.
It is pretty good. I think I need to have learned my lesson from last game. I'm going to cast a new card I got from Coldsnap and a card I got 3 copies of, even though it's uncommon.
Wow.
But is a very powerful sideboard tool. I'm going to cast Death Mark, destroying target green or white creature.
Wow, you're death marking a Valinor. That was interesting.
I'm killing the elves. If I had death marked, actually, if I had death marked your elves in the prior game, you wouldn't have had the mana for Blastoderm. That was the mistake I made.
Oh, I see. Because I stopped. I got dead.
You stopped, yeah.
Damn.
I'll pass.
Okay. I saw that card and I was like, God, I hope Kieran doesn't realize
got
he has
3
it because it's
copies.
really good against my attack. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Draw. Main one. Well.
Although I do
guess
realize
it's
Death Mark is a sorcery. So I
Yeah.
actually almost cheated last game and cast it as an instant, so that would have been bad.
I see. I probably wouldn't have caught it. So.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll play a Mountain and Pass, dude.
Alright.
Play did some stuff.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yeah.
Main one, I
Regret some decisions I made. Now that
cultivate offline.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I only have 2 mana too, so
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Golgari Thug and pass to you.
Okay, interesting. Upkeep, draw. Game 1. Interesting. This is starting to become reminiscent of game 1. I don't like this.
I don't have nearly the start I did in game 1. Don't worry.
I'll play a forest. This might seem crazy, but it's gonna make sure you're stuck on mana. So I'm gonna lightning bolt your Golgari Thug.
That's fair. It goes on top of my deck too.
Yeah.
It kind of just bounced it back to the top of my deck.
Which I'm totally fine with because now you're not gonna draw mana next turn. I'll pass turn to you.
Yeah.
Gives you more time to
Alright.
fortress.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Yay, who could have guessed? Golgari Thug, pass to you.
Oh, I just realized I might have created a fucking stupid loop.
No! Don't say that.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main one.
Don't say that.
Oh, this is interesting. Now,
You bolt my fucking Thug again. I'm gonna be upset.
no, it depends what you will do. I'm not gonna bolt your Thug, but I will play
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's a Blastoderm War.
Oh, sure. Okay.
All right, pass turn to you.
All right, untap, please. I need a land. Upkeep, draw. Okay. I really don't want to draw a Golgari, but if I Skull Clamp him, I will draw
You will
Golgari.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you can't even skull clamp him right now.
I mean, I can. It just isn't. I have to. So
You draw 2 cards, I guess. You
Yeah,
draw
so
another
he
one.
dies. His trigger and Skull Clamp's trigger. I'm gonna draw 2 and then put him on top.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
That makes
so I'm
sense.
gonna-
Fish for the
yeah.
land. Fish for the land.
1, 2. That's fucking hilarious. And then he goes up. All right, I
you
did get my
get it?
fucking land. Thank God.
Ooh, okay.
Still though, not great. Going to cast Festering Goblin.
Okay. Are you gonna clamp him though?
I'm thinking about it.
Are you greed? Are you gonna take 5 damage if you clamp him? That's the thing.
Draw 2 just for 5.
It's not terrible.
Fuck it.
Wow, he's sending it.
I'm sending it. Bye. Draw 2. I know one of them. Okay.
One of them's a
Okay.
thug.
Might have been worth it. Pass.
Okay, untap, upkeep. We lose a counter. Draw. Main 1. Interesting. Play a forest.
Yep. Strange Hermit. Hermit me!
You want it so bad. I mean, I'll go to combat. That's 1 for 5.
Sure. Take 5.
Just get that over with.
I hope your hand's bad. I need your hand to be bad. I need your hand to be bad. There's a lot of interesting decisions being made in this match. Every choice matters in this game.
I know.
Like
it's 'cause I feel
100%.
like these decks are so close in like power level too.
There are no easy choices.
Yeah, that skull clamp is freaking annoying, but I guess
It is keeping me in
if
this
you
game right
keep
now.
doing it, I'm gonna force you to do other things than use it by playing Underage Tournament. So,
Yeah.
I think there was a valid case for not playing the Deranged Tournament, believe it or not, in my hand right now.
Really crazy.
I don't know why I'm doing this now. I'm just doing it. I'm like fidgeting
all
on
good.
cockatrices. Last turn of
It's
this.
alright. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main one. That's not great. Okay, I'm gonna throw down a mountain, thank God.
Can get rid of the Hermit though.
Yeah, tricky.
Get rid of the Hermit and get blockers and not draw.
Yeah.
And draw.
And not draw, and not do this, and not play the game.
What if you just pass the turn? That's
Right, yeah.
it's not a 0% chance.
Oh god, I think I have to play this. We have Bolt, I'm so sad. 2 more attacks with this Blaster Doom.
Trade you a squirrel for the skull clamp.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I cast Stinkweed Imp.
Oh, haven't seen this guy in a hot minute.
I don't think I've ever cast him, because he's a 1 of in my deck. 3 mana, 1/2
Really?
flyer, and Death Touch, Dredge 5.
Yeah.
And I'll pass to you.
A Death Toucher, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Tap upkeep. Blastodermate, gonna be here forever.
He's here for he's not here for a long time. No, he's here for a
good
short
time,
time.
not a long
Good
time.
time, not a long time. So
Yeah,
have a good time. Wait, are you not keeping the Hermit?
Oh right, sorry. That's actually a good question. Wait,
Did you
yeah.
draw for turn?
Yeah, I did draw.
Judge, we're doing his Echo Cost. That's fine, just pick. I don't mind. Was the draw the
No,
Carpusan Forest?
I think I would have.
Okay, that's okay.
I
That's okay.
can't.
That's okay.
If I'm being honest with myself.
Yeah, because I was like, if you
Yeah.
depends what you drew.
Yeah.
Right? It's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. Yeah, I guess I'll go to combat and swing with everything except for the Hermit. See what you do.
It will block the Blaster Derm,
Mhm.
and thank God you paid for that cost, because I'm gonna bolt the Hermit.
Yes.
That's why I was kind of like, does he pay for it? Because he sees the red open, but I don't know.
It makes you spend it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Just looking
So
for
I
damage
trade
there.
with the Blaster
Blasting.
Derm. I take 4.
Hermit, and you take 4, yeah.
Is this where we stabilize Team Lang? Maybe.
Fast turn, yeah.
All right. Untap. Upkeep.
Hold.
Draw. Main 1. Another mountain. Okay. We got mana. We got mana. God, this card is so bad. I should have taken all the copies out. It's a mistake. Would have been so much better as another card. Still need to kind of stabilize here.
Just 4 squirrels.
4
Fucking
squirrels.
everywhere.
Coming out the goddamn walls.
I get another deranged Hermit at 4 damage turns to 8 damage, brother.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna cast Unearth.
Oh, Stinkweed back?
Debating it probably is the right choice, right?
The goblin could kill 2 squirrels, though. It's the interesting.
Goblin could kill 2 squirrels.
It's a tough decision, actually, because the imp on
Yeah.
paper is the better card.
Yeah.
But you could dredge it, too, I guess. I shouldn't be helping you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm just realizing.
I'll bring the Festering Goblin back.
Fucking Skull Clamp, man. If you didn't have the Skull Clamp, you'd be so fucked.
I know. It is 100% accurate.
Such a good card.
I could dredge Imp back, play the Imp, lose the Goblin, kill a Squirrel. I could dodge damage from a deranged Hermit play, which is probably good. You know what? Fuck it. Let's Skull Clamp the Festering Goblin. I'll kill one of your Squirrel tokens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw a card for my first draw, and then I'm going to dredge 5 with the Imp. Double
Oh.
Death Mark. It's
Those
not
death
bad.
marks are good.
Fuck it. Let's just throw the Imp down, and
Okay.
I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay,
Blastoderm
combat,
number 2. Oh.
And swing with the squad. Squirrel
Block
squad.
one.
Okay, once you declare
Take 2.
blockers, I'm gonna Balduvian Rage my squirrel for 1, so I can kill the imp.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I gotta draw a
Sounds good.
card at the beginning of my next upkeep, so I'm gonna try to put that there so I remember, and hopefully I
You can
remember.
put the Balduvian Rage in the red zone.
So that'll trade those guys. You'll take 2, and in second main I'm gonna pay 4 mana.
Blaster.
I'm gonna creeping mold the skull clamp to get that
Oh.
fucking shit out there and slow you down a little bit.
Okay, all right.
And I'll pass turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep.
I don't know if that was the play, but hopefully the second draw will do me good.
Well, you, oh shit, I guess you could have like pumped a guy up to high hell, eh?
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh, I could get a scroll through and deal
Could do
a bunch.
7 damage.
But it's
Yeah.
like, then I'm losing board state. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget draw a card here.
Is it on
Upkeep.
the next
turn's
oh,
upkeep.
next. Oh, yeah. I thought it would be on my turn.
Alright.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna fucking forget.
Main one. Play a swamp.
I got
We
20
shall
life.
Find
It's
out.
gonna take you a little while, I think. Unless you got those
Yeah.
crazy fucking dragon combos, but it doesn't seem like that's the deck anymore.
You may be right. You may be right. I'm gonna cast Golgari Thug. This is such a risk. I don't think I can risk this.
Deal yourself some
I have
damage.
I have so many dead cards in my hand, unfortunately. I'm gonna cast Skull Clamp.
Uh,
I had it lurking in my hand doing nothing.
That's so sad.
I only have 2 copies, which is funny.
It's
Do
kinda
I
scary,
clamp a
actually.
thug, though? Do I clamp a thug?
Fucking Skull Clamp, man. Should got rid of that so much sooner.
It's a good card.
I guess you had 2, so it wouldn't have really mattered. But
Sure. Let's clamp a bitch. Thug dies. There are 2 triggers. First trigger will be to put a creature back on top of my library. I will throw Festering Goblin on top.
so
And
you
draw
weren't gonna
2.
do that.
And then I will play Festering Goblin.
More
I'll
cards.
equip it. I'll
It's
kill a
easy
squirrel.
decision.
I will dredge 5 on the Stinkweed Imp.
Oh, interesting. I think you're gonna do that. I guess he's been.
Engineered Plague. I wanted that. Whatever. I've got some options. And then I'll draw a card for my second card.
Sheesh.
And I played a land this turn, so I'll pass to you.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1.
Bolduvian Rage and Lightning Bolt exactly kill me. This is getting crazy. This is getting so tight. And you have 20 life though, which you're right.
I know.
My deck is not big dragons anymore.
I know. This is very different. I guess same mechanics, but quite a different experience.
It's low mid range.
It made sense. Dragons were like a
Needed to
little
handle-
too slow.
Yeah, it was a little too pray to God you can do it.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the play, but as long as you got Skull Clamp up, I'm just like so fucked. Or do that. It gets me closer. I could always just YOLO it too. That would be really funny if I got it.
I mean, you have the advantage right now, so
Yeah.
don't go too crazy.
I know. I'm not like that desperate.
Yeah.
I'll go to combat, swing with Squirrel Token. This probably isn't the
Take
play.
1.
Second main, I will play Scapland Mauler, give him
Yep.
his booty.
It's a 3/3.
God, I already regret doing this, but I'll Kodama's Reach,
Okay.
thin things out a little bit.
Seems reasonable.
I'll just get a couple mountains. Pass turn.
All right. Oh. Untap, upkeep, draw. Do I dredge? I think I'm good on dredge, so I'll draw for turn. Main 1.
Get that stinkweed.
I'll play Tainted Peak.
My weakness, no.
I think I pay 4. Cast Necrotol to pop the baller.
Yep.
And then just to start setting some stuff up, I'll drop the imp past you.
This is the little squirrel that could untap.
Little squirrel that could.
Draw. Main 1. Uh-oh. Play that mountain.
You know, it's a tight game when both of us are like covering our mouth for half of it.
Yeah.
Fuck the mic
I feel
experience.
bad about my last play now. Fucking Necrotols, man.
There's no feel good plays in this match.
know.
Everything is pain. Everything is suffering.
I have like so many draws that would end this game too.
Really?
Yeah. No pass turn.
Really? All right. Untap.
It's just not worth it right now. I
upkeep.
need to really pick my moment.
There. God, if I play this, it's just gonna kill me.
Phyrexian Arena, do it.
You know.
I saw it in game 1 in the graveyard.
Oh, was it in the grave? Oh, okay, yeah. There you go. Golgari Thug.
Mm-hmm.
Clamp.
Mm-hmm.
Put Masticore on top of my deck. Draw. 1, 2. Now I regret draw it. Picking Masticore. Sulphurous Springs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Masticore. Finally a Masticore. What do you have that has haste? Like, nothing? Like,
Just start chipping away, I guess.
I'm thinking I need to. I'll go to combat. I'll swing with Necrotol.
I'll take 2. It's
And,
true. There's a lot of health to get through.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Start pinging things off now.
God
I
damn.
have a lot of
dude.
mana. It's slipping, Colin.
I know.
Okay.
I'll swing with the squirrel. Not long for the
What?
squirrel anyways.
No way. What is happening? I don't trust you. What is this? You just trying to get the cheeky win here? Is that what's happening?
It's gonna die anyways. May as well get use
I'll-
out of it, right?
I'll block, sure.
Okay. It is a good thing you did.
Okay, I was wondering.
I'll Valdivian Rage it for 1.
Sure.
Just to trade.
Yeah. You just try to get the cheeky little win.
It would have been funny.
It would have been
It would
fun.
have been great content. I'll play Kurd 8. I'll pass turn to you. And I'll draw with you, I suppose. Or slightly
End of your
before.
turn, I will bolt the 8.
Okay. And I'll
And yeah,
draw
untap, upkeep.
on your
Yep.
upkeep. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, we might have a game.
Oh no, don't say that. Upkeep, I have to discard a card with Masticore. I'm discarding this card because fuck. Oh, this is hard. Which one's more useless? Phyrexian Arena is gonna get me killed. I'm gonna discard Phyrexian Arena. Draw for turn. Main 1.
I feel like you're in a good spot right now, though. You got your mana, you got your card draw engine.
Yeah.
You're also 12 cards deeper into your deck than me.
Combat.
Mm-hmm.
Hit you for 6.
That health net is gone.
It's dwindling.
Does he clamp the tall?
I'm thinking about it. Does he clamp the tall? Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll use Sulphurous Spring.
Or hear me out, Kieran.
Oh,
you
yeah,
could
yeah,
clamp the Masticore
And then pick
deal
itself 3
damage
times.
to itself.
Damn, big brain.
Yeah. That first strike, though, man, it's really valuable.
It might be. All right, draw 2. I'll dredge the Golgari Thug. Actually, I'm gonna do it to exile so we can see what they are, because otherwise it's gonna be weird. Okay.
Land. And
Yeah.
a card you probably don't want to play.
Exactly. Golgari Thug, and then draw. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. That's really fucking good.
I'm not gonna clamp the thug, eh?
Nah, fam. We don't clamp thugs in this gang.
To have a draw after you clamped him so many times.
Get back in.
Main 1. Okay. Play Forest. I think this is where I live or die. We'll see if you got something to answer it.
Okay.
5, 6.
What is it?
Silvos. Rogue Elemental.
Okay.
8/5 trample regenerate.
Okay. All right.
Last turn.
Sure.
We'll see if he's scared or if he just wins.
Thinking. Interesting. This is tight.
It's a good one.
Well, we have 10 minutes. We only have 10 minutes.
I think it's swinging towards you though.
Oh, never mind. Colin, you know what? Silvos, very cool guy. Very cool guy. But you know what's cooler?
What?
When I pay 3 mana to cast at instant speed, Corpse Dance
Oh god.
with buyback 2, so I get it back to my hand after it resolves.
Yeah.
Now, Corpse Dance puts the top creature card from my graveyard into play. It gets haste, and I exile at the end of the turn, okay? So Corpse Dance goes back to my hand.
Yeah.
The top card in my graveyard, if you double click on my graveyard and then don't sort
it's
anything,
Necrotal.
it's Necrotal.
Yeah.
Necrotal reads, destroy non-artifact, non-black creature. It can't be regenerated.
My God, no. That's brutal. Yikes.
And then he gets exiled. The funny thing is, I was like, oh, do I do this now to try to, like, I was like, he only has 2 green sources. I need to, like, figure a way to, like, kill it 3 times in 1 turn.
Yeah.
And then I read Necrotal again, and I'm like, wait a sec.
Yeah, God. Necrotal the goat. Who would have thought?
Necrotal the goat.
Jesus. Doing work.
Untap, upkeep. I have to discard a card. I'll discard a mountain.
Okay.
And draw for turn, main 1. Okay. I mean, I'm still
this
not
is
out
so
of it. That was a good play, but I'm not out of it. Get haste. I have 10 on field, unfortunately.
10?
Yeah, because Corpse Dance gives haste.
Oh, I see. And then.
Oh, I don't have 10. I'm dumb. I'm
Stinkweed.
fucking dumb. Sorry. Corpse Dance is top card in my. The top card is actually is Stinkweed, so I don't have 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I could Corpse Dance the Masticore, but no, I can't.
Right.
Okay, in the interest of just making sure we get through this game. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go Rager. There's a life draw card.
Losing life.
Yeah, I mean, gotta play fast,
Interesting.
move fast, work fast. I'm going to clamp the Thug. I will stack Festering Goblin top and draw 2. 1, 2. It's a pretty good draw. Throw down Goblin. 3 mana left. I guess I can keep that up if I need to. Let's go to combat. I'll hit you for 4. And
I'm surprised you're not. Oh, I guess you can't attack those two. Right, because
I'll
you got
pass
rid of
you.
the thug.
yeah, would have been 1 extra
Yeah,
damage. I probably
untap.
just played that.
Upkeep. Draw. Crud. Well, this stinks like a stinkweed imp.
Stinks like an imp.
Yeah, well, pass turn.
Wow, alright. Untap, upkeep, discard,
Dude, it was a fucking game, my friend.
discard exhume, draw,
Sure you don't want to
main
exam.
1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Get a deranged hermit back.
Yeah.
Walkers for days.
So what could you possibly have to stop me here? 2, 3. Okay, let's clamp.
Clamp.
3, 4, I have 8. Oh, I have 8 right now. Yeah, I guess if that's the case, I'll just go to combat and swim.
I'll lightning bolt the Rager.
Yeah, sounds good, guys. I draw 2. I have 16 cards in my library.
Yeah.
Main 2, I will play High Market. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Masticore. I'll pass to you.
Yikes. Okay.
Last turn, duelist.
Untap. Oh yeah, I think we're stretching my screen.
Sorry.
There we go. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. My god, I just couldn't get something, hey?
I mean, I have drawn 20 more cards than you.
Nox Ruby.
Hey, there it is.
Into a Scab Clan Mauler.
Hey, there it is.
That's that.
GG's.
Man, that was wild.
You want to pass it over to me? Let me get the...
Sure,
Let me get
that's
the
your
last
weird
hit.
thing.
Untap, upkeep. I'll just discard Blood Crypt and Night's Whisper, and then we'll go to combat and just swing with the team. GG's.
Jeez, indeed.
And we hilariously had less than 3 minutes on the clock.
Damn.
So, but I think honestly, like half the time was spent thinking.
I feel like I could have won the first one and won this one. It was just misplays.
I mean, second game too for me, just that misplay of not killing Alwyn or Elf.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so hard to know. Like, you kind of, it's
Yeah.
interesting because we are at the point now where we really have to know each other's decks
Mm-hmm.
and like what they can do,
Exactly.
right? Because I completely forgot Blastoderm existed.
Yeah.
And if I had known that, I maybe would have thought, okay, maybe I should kill this Alwyn or Elf. Yeah, so yeah, really interesting matchup.
Yeah, it was a good match. The outs, as always, were the 2 fireballs. But if I fucking used the Baldubian Rage on you, I would have been able to lightning bolt you and kill you.
Would you have enough damage? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think I was at 12 at the time.
I
Yeah.
would have brought you down to 2. And I was like, but like if I lose the board
Yeah.
and I didn't have the lightning bolt, but maybe I should.
Oh, and you had Fireball too. So like you were literally just hoping. You just needed the card, right? You just needed the card.
Well, it was like cool. I saved the Scab Clan Mauler in case I got a Skull Clamp. Like I was like,
Yeah, no,
anything,
I mean,
please.
I was honestly just like riding the edge then. The fact that you had Fireballs and the Rages.
Yeah. I could have also creepy molded your Skull Clamp a lot earlier. I feel like I really undervalued Skull Clamp, and this game has definitely changed my opinion on that.
Oh yeah, it is a very good card in the right. And the fact I was able to use it on Thug to like bring a creature of my choice back and then draw that creature immediately.
Yeah, that synergy's quite nasty.
Very strong. All right, everybody, we are done with Coldsnap. It came and went. It didn't freeze us to our bone, but it may have left Colin with a bit of a chill.
Oh yeah.
That was probably one of the...
There's something in the back of my skull that's kind of hurting right now.
It's just magnetic, you know. It just keeps clamping on. That was a really exciting match. I think that was a lot of fun. Hopefully, it was fun to watch. We are finished with Coldsnap. It was only a 1-set block. It didn't have any follow up. And next episode, we are going into a very exciting time in Magic as we enter a time spiral block. Very, very strange block with very, very strange cards, especially Future Sight. And we're going to be going in a time spiral, the set time spiral next episode. So that's going to be exciting as the Magic universe culminates into a massive event that leaves many planeswalkers feeling it a little rough afterwards. But we'll get into that when we get into that. Colin, any last thoughts on this this episode?
No, it was good games. I don't know. Your dream's still alive. You're still in it.
I'm still in it. I can still win.
Everyone loves the comeback kid.
Yep. It's 2-3. It's 2-3 from me to you. Yeah, I still need to win 3 more episodes to win, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Are we destined to forever tie every single block
Now,
from here on out?
we're just that good. We're that good. We're equals in that way. But you're gonna have your work cut out for you in the next couple episodes here.
Oh yeah.
I will say I have had Patreon help in the last 2 episodes. You know, while I'm struggling to win episodes, we here at Filthy Casuals are continuing to untap, unkeep, undraw, and be terribly inefficient. We here at Filthy Casuals are tipping our cards sideways, and we very much hope you'll tip your cards with us. And here's a tip. Always kill the mana dork. Always kill the mana dork.
Yeah, I actually paid off so
Don't leave it
much
to
for
chance.
you.
Yeah.
Also, don't let the reanimating deck have a skull clamp on the field.
Yeah, don't let the reanimating deck have a multi-use card draw engine. That is a good one. That is a good one. You'll have to remember that for next episode, though, Colin.
Oh my god.
Because while today we are in Dominaria, next episode, I don't actually know where the time spiral block takes place. I think it might take place in Dominaria as well, but
or when it
let us know
takes
down in the
place.
comments. When does it take place? That's right. When in the progression series will it take place? My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Modern Progression. Bye! Dude, we should do some go back in time to another episode and break into their houses and figure out how to film it with CGI Kurin and Colin from the past.
AI generated.
AI
It's
generated.
super cursed.
Yeah. Hello, Colin. My name is Kurin. Six fingers.